Alright, hey gang, how you doing? Conman here. So what we got for you today is, this is actually a ranked game. This was a fun one that I played. I had a good time with it, so I wanted to kind of show it off. This is Gold 3. I'm still chugging along in Gold 3, kind of been going back and forth between going through that level. Anyhow, so I am playing Alarak. I had just some history. I had the last pick in this particular draft. Was highlighting Chromie the entire time. I really wanted to play some Chromie. I'm having some fun with her, kind of pew-pewing things left and right. As it turns out, they ended up picking up a Nubric. And we'd already picked up a solid mage in Kael'thas, and we were kind of lacking a frontline guy. I mean, we had Arthas, but we were really lacking another bruiser, so I didn't feel confident about that Chromie pick going into that enemy team. I really wanted somebody who, A, was melee. We didn't really have a solid melee guy. I wanted somebody who's going to be a bruiser, and I really wanted a good solo lane character at this point. We didn't, I wasn't sure how the Greymane into Thrall would have gone. I don't know who else would have gone solo lane if I didn't do it. Maybe Kael'thas could have done it. I'm not sure. As it turned out, I really wanted someone who was going to be able to take control of the solo lane and kind of run with it. So I ended up with Alarak, excuse me. Ended up with Alarak. You know how much I like Alarak. Let's see how this game plays out. I ended up going top lane and kind of duel in there. Let's see if I got the camera controls right this time. I tried this once before and the camera was all messed up. Yeah, there that goes. There that goes. Maybe? No? Yes. Okay. Finally got the cameras right. Hey, how about that? So I start off, we're going to go through the talents that I picked as well, because I take Sustaining Power. I don't take the Quest talent at level 1. I just didn't feel confident in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull it off in time. I didn't necessarily want to lose my sadism, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to land the skill shots that I was going to need based on this team. They've got a lot of range, and I figured I was going to be up against Thrall to start with. So I run up. I immediately go top lane. My team goes down bottom. I'm kind of just hanging out. Let's drop the skills for now. They run through, and unfortunately, right away, Uther gets picked off, which is unfortunate for us. But I don't have anybody to deal with, so I'm just gonna go on my merry way and start picking off on some minions. Found him, Uther says, which is kind of true. Now we do get a good exchange. We get Tyrael killed off as well. So it's a decent trade, at least to start with, and I'm just going to back off. That's fine. We're going to let him go through. Now, we do see Thrall has finally come up to meet me. He missed a couple of those minions, but he still got most of that XP, and I'm just going to start poking. I don't have to worry, since I didn't take the quest talent at level 1, I don't have to worry about, lining up my shots. I can just kind of poke away, get the extra healing. I check down at bottom, see what's going on, just to take a peek. I'm just free to poke away as much as I can. Thrall, on the other hand, is standing way too close to me at all times. He is not respecting the combo. Here's another poke. I'm just going to go through, trying to do a little bit of stutter step. Just taking down the minions as much as I can. I don't want to push them too far. Boom, he goes through, and there's a kill. Yeah, definitely did not, he was trying to soak. Did not respect the power of the Alarak combo and gets himself picked off. So that works out. And we go through. The mines are about to open, so I get lots of XP right now. There we go. We're going to march these minions right into the towers, and we're going to deny the enemy team that experience, which is working in our favor. As you see right away, we're about a half level up or so. So I don't feel confident going into the mines by myself. I figure I've got this lane to myself. Let's get some more XP and continue going off. I eat a root right there, which is not a big deal. Now, at this point, I didn't even check to see if he took the quest. I was assuming that Thrall was ultimately going to take the quest for the Feral Wolves. I forgot what level it was on. I was thinking it was level 1 for some reason. I think it's actually level 4 talent. Either way, I was trying to juke those wolves as much as possible, and still, nobody is really in the mines, and I don't want to go in there on myself. I'm just going to keep soaking the XP, especially since I'm really doing a good job of pushing Thrall back. So Thrall does end up taking the Frostwolf pack, which is what I was expecting him to do. So now definitely want to do my best to juke these wolves. So Arthas is in the mines by himself. Here I am at this point. I'm checking the mini map and I'm looking around and I'm going, okay, I don't want to go in there. Let's just keep getting the XP. The team seems fine. I'm not too concerned. They're all going to go get camps. I don't want to come in on the top by myself and risk getting picked off because I don't know where the rest of the team is at. So Arthas does end up getting killed. So at this point, I definitely do not want to go into the mines. My team comes up and takes the camp, and suddenly it is a 4-man push up here on the top. Everyone comes and joins me. Well, hello guys. I go into the mine, realize, nope, there's a bunch of people here. Let's just get a poke off, and then I'm going to go right back outside. So screw that noise. Discord strike just in case anybody comes out. Nobody does. Here comes everybody. So now we're all up on the top. I'm going to go tap the well because I'm low in mana. Let's come through. Greymaine's got the right idea. They're going to get most of these skulls. We want to go up here and try to engage and try to take what we can from them as they're taking the boss, which is it's good timing. We see Li Ming's already in the bottom, so she's not in there. Uther's coming up from the bottom. We see 2 people there. It's a 3-on-2. We're going to do some damage here. I think we get the pick on Anubrek. Just gets away. Just gets killed, excuse me. Just gets killed. Kel'Thas hits him with the tip of that flame strike, which was quite fortunate. And now we've got our whole team here. Going through just to check if anybody's there. And we engage in on the golem. Pretty standard stuff. We've got a level lead, slightly. We got about a half level lead. We do get the golem. We got all the skulls to go along with it. So we lost the first skull phase, but it's not a big deal. It's going to be a weak golem to start with, so we're not too concerned about it. They dive in on a 2v5, which is not so great for them. So Tyrael goes down, and that works out for us. So I come back out, and I immediately go back to the top. I'm going to let this golem just do its thing. I'm like, here are some more minions. I will go pick on them. They say 1 top, and I'm like, yep, I got it. Trying to juke those wolves. I didn't even bother to check if he'd even completed it. We'll do some damage to Thrall. Not respecting the Discord strike. There he goes. He gets rooted, which, thanks very much. I missed that aim on the Discord strike. Probably could have gotten a kill there. I need to back off because I'm worried about Li Ming. I probably could have killed Thrall there if I aimed my attack a little bit better. I kind of missed the skill shot. Not so great. We're going through it. At this point, I want to maybe see if they extend a little too far. Maybe I can get a pick and just do some damage. If I can get my lightning surge over here. Trying to heal back up as I eat an orb in the face, which is not so great. So I'm going to back off. Just like, do. Go tap the well.
And so the bone golems
there we go.
Fall, dust to dust, as they say.
I do have to be careful. There is another shot in to Thrall. Got 7 on the Discord strike quest. Greymaine's coming up. I'm not sure if he's going to get the kill there because Tyrael comes in. Now this is, we get ourselves in a little bit of trouble here. We do get the kill on Thrall. Tyrael is up top, but we're under the fort. I'm taking fort fire, so I'm low. Greymaine goes through. He tries to bail out. Ultimately, does get killed. Now I figure I'm dead here. My team was on point at this point. They immediately run up. They see what's coming on. Save me from what mostly likely would have been a certain demise. Unfortunately, I managed to get out of that pretty well unscathed. So it works out. Team goes back down to the bottom. We're still just trying to soak as much XP as we can. We are a little bit from 10, and we're about to get it right about now. There we go. Now I pick up Counter-Strike. I so wanted to take Deadly Charge, but I pick up Counter-Strike just to play it safe. It is just definitely the safer pick.
Shall soon return. Prepare yourselves, heroes.
We're going to come through. We want to avoid that orb. We got a couple of goblins coming up here, sappers. Completely completely flubbed the Discord strike there. I'm not sure what was going on. I was a little funky with my auto attacks there. Bang, get a kill with the counter strike.
I believe there.
Uther is just about to get killed. Unfortunately, he popped his divine shield just a little too soon to deal with that. Maximum trade value from Tyrael. Alright, we got 2 kills though, so they're 1. So it's an okay trade. They do have their 10s though. We're going to hop into the mines. Get a little bit of extra poke action. We're going to hop in the mines and we're going to start working away. Now here's notice this. Now, they have most of their guys up, but we get spread out. So Arthas is up in the upper right, upper left. I know directions. The other 3 of us who are still alive are over here and we're heading out. Now, Uther is on his way in, but watch ultimately what happens here. Now we've got Tyrael already on the mini-map who's going up. I realize what's going on. I'm like, oh man, this guy is in some trouble. So I go to head over. I'm like, am I going to be able to help out? Then I see Li Ming, and I'm like, this is not going to end well for me if I engage. Unfortunately, rip Arthas, he's gone. Let's just bail out and head back to the team. Uther is pinging for the retreat, and outside I go. We've got 55 skulls. Kael'thas goes down. We got 55 skulls, though. It's a good enough haul. We can leave it at that. That is more than 50%. Thank you very much for the Divine Shield, friend. Unfortunately for Greymane, he gets killed, although he does manage to save me, which was quite nice of him.
More pressing affairs deserve my attention.
Who needs the camera? We're just not going to pay attention for a minute or two. There we go. Yep, just give the rest, which is what I was thinking before. I see Greymane going up top. Now we're back about even in levels again. But we'll give them the rest of the skulls, and while they're in the mines fighting the golem, we can go ahead and clear out all of these sapper camps. You see Arthas is on the bottom sapper camp. The 3 of us are up here in the top sapper camp.
Break free and destroy your enemies.
Yep, we'll go help him out over here. I want to back off knowing we don't want to walk into all of that. Not sure what's going to happen. It's a little bit of extra XP. It's definitely going to deny the enemy team the opportunity to do it themselves, so it works out in our favor. Plus, it keeps them busy. Alright, so you can see Greymane decides he's going to defend. We're all going to push. So they come immediately and try to engage. Anubrek is in deep. Arthas does kind of get separated out. Arthas is in a bad spot. No mana, no health. We just throw out a Discord strike there trying to save him out now that he's under the tower. Telekinesis for good measure. Down goes Thrall. Thrall is having a bad day. That's for sure. And there's a good pick on Mouth. And at this point, our golem is still going, getting some good value. There you go, rip a new brick. Our golem does go down. I'm super deep here. I want to back off. thought I was gonna get away. I just managed to get killed at the very end. That's probably my fault. I spent way too much time underneath that fort. That was close. Now, unfortunately, we lost that exchange, but we do get some fort damage, and if you look up top here, Greymane is pretty much just all by himself. He's got all kinds of stuff going on up here. He gets the fort, so that overall, I'm pretty happy with that. That was a win for us. I am quite content. We still have siege golems. They're going to push over here. They're not going to get a whole lot of structure damage, but they're going to do some stuff before they get cleared out, so it worked out. Uther's right, we did stick around too long, a little too much. We got a little greedy, we were doing well. They really couldn't handle us in the team fights. Greymane calls top. He's right, we are clear, we're gonna head up to the top. We're gonna avoid the vision so they don't see us coming. Well, they have to figure it's gonna happen. There's Arthas again, he's in some trouble. The Sunder pops out, but it actually saves Arthas as it turns out. There's a kill on Anubric. There's the kill on Tyrael. This was a very good rotation by us. We managed to get 2 kills. I flubbed telekinesis, so I missed the combo on Thrall. I didn't actually realize at the time that their Li Ming was having some disconnects, but it worked out in our favor, and there we go. Rip Li Ming. Thrall goes down. Yep, Thrall's having a bad day. So that worked out. So now we got 16. There's 3 of them are dead. We're going to push down these cannons. As much as we would love to do some damage onto the fort, we do have to back off. It's just a bad spot for us. But that's completely fine. The mines are about to open again. In fact, they are. With a couple people dead, I decide let's go take out the sapper camp before we hop into the mines, and Kael'thas decides to join me. We're going to go hop into the mines, and I'm going to go take this out over here. I see that top camp is good. And at this point, I just wanted us all to be grouped up together. We've got a level lead, but they do have 16, so the talents are even. I didn't want any situations like we had last time where Arthas unfortunately got separated from the group and gets picked off. Well, we just want to stay all in the same spot. Now here we go. There's the team right there. There's 4 of us. We know Li Ming. We saw Li Ming up on the map. I dive in super strong. Super strong. I dive in way too deep. I get divine shielded and I run off. We actually do get the kill on their Malfurion, but it's going to cost us a couple of deaths as Kael'thas does go down. All things considered, that exchange could have been much worse than it was. Uther was on his game and he saved my ass. I kind of run off in a wall because there we go, went in too far there. Yeah, I definitely went in way too deep. Team saved me, but it worked out. Fortunately, I'm up to a nice solid 145% sadism at this point. I'm just checking around just to see if I see any blue things. I'm going to come up this way. Now here we go. I take the long way around. There is Li Ming. She gets silenced, even though I flub the telekinesis. And rip. There she goes. I don't know what she was doing there. Stuck around way too far. And that's a nice kill.
Is this the best healing you can do?
Stand outside of the stun the entire time until it's time for it to go off and get stunned in the face. But it's fine. It's 64 to 36 Golem. Our Golem is going to put some pressure on the top side, so that is pretty good. Their fort is already weak. Uther wants to push and win. I had the same idea at that same point. They were going to be completely up when it came up, though. Li Ming was going to be alive. We're a little late over here on that. That's a pretty big dive on them, and but another good Divine Shield by Uther manages to save Greymane at least temporarily. There we go. Anubric goes down. Tyrael dives in. Greymane is going to get killed, but not before. I think he gets away. Does he get away? We go through. Nope, missed that again. That's another skill shot that I missed because I'm bad. Deadly charge. Tyrael dives out. He finally track him down. I was determined to get him just because I had just thrown on Rite of Rakshir and I absolutely wanted that sadism. So we're up to 156 sadism now. We got 3 of them dead.
Let's attack this fort.
So Greyman says don't let it take keep. It's a 4-on-3. We've got the Golem going on the fort. I thought we could have won the game here, but not without Kael'thas and Arthas. As it is, Li Ming just gets exploded. Here comes Anubric, and now with Anubric up, now we have to be careful. We gotta watch out for the stuns. We don't want to get killed. We probably could have won the game here had we pushed. I call for the retreat. Actually, Greymane calls for the retreat, which is probably the right call because we don't have the team to push with us. We could have won right there. I think that was a win condition for us. We had enough of them dead, and we had enough of us alive, plus the Golem. We probably could have pulled that off. Uther also tends to agree with me. We had the win. That's fine. Not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and push through right here. As it is, they've not been able to deal with us in the team fights. We also have 21. They don't have 20 yet, so we've got a talent advantage. We're going to take this watchtower, and then here we go. Here's a nice big fight. Here comes Tyrael. Bunch of damage from that. So much damage. Everybody's getting killed. There we go. 3 of them dead. Uther wants to come up to the top, but we've got minions and siege giants going bottom. That keep is not long for this world, so we're just going to go bottom since that's where we are. We're going to hang out here. Didn't want to... I was thinking about the deadly charge, decided against it at the very end, didn't want to dive in too far. No need to play silly at this point. The game's in our hands. It's a 2-on-5. Li Ming goes down. We're just at this point. I'm waiting for Thrall to come back out just so I can charge in on him, but he decides not to push it, and we get the game. And unfortunately, after all that, Uther had a really good game, and he DCs at the very end. I do hope Uther got credit for that, because he had a really good game.
Victory. MVP.
And I get to show off because I got the MVP, which makes me happy. But it was a good game. The team, they kept me alive a couple times. Uther saved my ass, which was quite nice. So that worked out. Let's, actually backed up too much so I can't look at the stats. But that's fine. Not a big deal. I took a standard Alarak build. I just kind of went through. Other than not taking the quest talent at level 1, I did go through and I took the Discord Strike quest talent at level 4. Rite of Rakshir at 13, Mocking Strikes at 16, all the basic stuff as you would expect for Alarak. It's kind of standard, but good stuff. Just barely squeaked out the XP contribution at the end, but it was a good game. So I mean, other than flubbing, some skill shots I missed with my Discord check a couple of times, and you know, screwing up the telekinesis, it was a really solid game. It was just, I thought it was really well played across the board from our side of things. We were just for the most part, we were just very coordinated. Let's go take the camps. All right, let's go in here. And that's what you got to do. You want to, you know, communication is good. You want to stick with your team. You want to keep everyone on the same page. It's like, yeah, we made a couple of mistakes. Uther called it out even then, like, hey man, we stuck around too long. And yep, you're absolutely correct. You know, the one mistake I think we made is we probably could have won before that last fight, but as it turns out, it worked out at the end. And GG everyone, you know, good for them. Well played. Those numbers are wrong because, yeah, we had 27 kills, but that's okay. Anyhow, hope that was entertaining. Let me know what you think. My name's Conman. Hopefully we'll get higher than Gold 3, and I can post some other stuff soon. And then we'll see how this goes. And take care, guys.